say that opposites attract, but in the case of Kylie and Jason, I would say that they are strikingly similar. Two anecdotes come to mind to illustrate this. The first occurred roughly 7 years ago when Jason, Robert, and I were skiing together. It was a foggy day, and when we reached the summit, visibility was so poor that I couldn't tell where to enter the ski rut. Jason stopped, turned around, sensed my distress. "Mom, you can do this. Just take a single turn. I'll guide you down." About 4 years later, I found myself in a similar situation with Kylie. We were snowshoeing up a mountain to meet Jason and my husband at a cabin for lunch. Our route involved a trail which had multiple nearly identical looking spurs, with only one being the correct path. I turned to Kylie and asked if we should give up. Reminiscent of my experience with Jason, Kylie said, "We can do this, Mrs. Gus. Let's keep trying. We'll get there." What I learned from these events was that Kylie and Jason share a deep sense of compassion, empathy, and support for those around them. I cannot think of better attributes for a long and loving marriage.
I wish to congratulate you on this wonderful marriage between my sister, Kylie Elizabeth Kirstein, who I love dearly, and her soon-to-be husband, and Mr. Jason Gus, who I will soon treat as my beloved brother. I love you both and wish you eternal happiness. Let's toast to our two lovers.
It was during one of our first hangs, after Kylie first moved to New York in 2018, that she nervously but excitedly explained that she was considering bringing a guy she had been seeing to Richard's birthday party. He had a fancy startup job and a goofy portrait in Forbes, but had apparently ended their first date with a respectful handshake. So as an older brother, he seemed okay in my book.
From our first date, where you shook my hand,
So true.
I knew you were different. The first thing that I noticed was how incredibly humble you are. You are the most handsome, yet you seem not to know it. You are so successful, yet you brag about your loved ones and never yourself. Since that first date almost 5 years ago, I have learned and fallen in love with so much more about you.
If we stay right here until morning, I don't wanna waste one day without your love. There's one beat in my heart, you're all that I want. If we stay right here until morning.
Despite how exceptional Kylie and Jason are as individuals and how much they both mean to everyone here, it is who they are together that is truly so special and what we are here to celebrate today.
In addition to the fact that we have many of the same values and traits, we could both be goofy, we could both be serious, we could both be loving. We also are great balances for each other. For me, a perfect couple is someone who really elevates the other person to help them be better, to operate as a team. And in your words, I'm picking up 1 + 1 = 4. And so I could truly say that I'm a better person when I'm with you. I'm more sensitive, I'm more thoughtful, and I'm all around more fun when I'm with you.
I was daylight dreaming. If we stay right here until morning, I don't wanna waste one day without your love. There's one beat in my heart, you're all that I want.
My parents always told me that I should marry someone who is my true partner. Someone who I can face life's challenges with and celebrate life's joys with. To be a couple where 1 + 1 is greater than 2. I do not think I understood what they meant until I met you.
I can't wait for a lifetime of more adventures, weekend trips, international trips, dinner parties, catered by your amazing cooking, and I would love to help you cook if I could.
Don't about that.
But it's really the reason why we spend all of our best spare time together. It's because we have the most fun when we're together.
If we stay right here until morning, I don't wanna waste one day without your love. There's one weight in my heart, you're all that I want. If we stay right here until morning.
As you begin the next phase of your lives together, I'm excited to see how your love continues to evolve. you all will continue to build a love-filled home just blocks away from the scene of your first kiss all those years ago. You all will build a family of brilliant, disorganized children. You will continue to explore the world together and expand each other's horizons. You will continue to be surrounded by so many loving friends and family members. But most importantly, you will continue to support one another, make one another laugh, lift each other up, and love each other.
I vow to always put you first, to always assume positive intent. I vow to encourage you to be your best, but love you even at your worst, to be your true partner and to tackle everything thrown at us together, to name our babies, but to let you name the dogs. I promise to embrace your passions. Although I cannot promise I'll ever enjoy skiing, I will give it a try. I promise to try to make every day a surprise, like you have done to me. I vow to always love you.
Sorry, you're doing it for that later.
Sorry.
I vow to always assume positive intent. I didn't know you were going to say that also, but it's good. It's one of my most important values and something that I love that we both do with each other, and something that I think is extremely important for us surviving and thriving in this world together. In addition to that, I promise to vow to help you avoid sunburns, teach you how to ski, and also help you avoid gluten, and maybe some beach time if we're in the shade. I couldn't be more excited to continue our life together that's already been amazing over these almost 5 years and for the next several decades.
It is my honor to now pronounce you husband and wife. You guys jumped the gun a little bit, but Jason, you may now break the glass.
All right.
And now you may kiss the bride.
This time we won't be pushed around, we know we wear the crown, make room for the kings and queens in this town.
Once upon a time, in a far-off land on the banks of the Hudson River, there dwelled a beautiful princess named Kylie. Prince Jason hailed from the west, the land of the palms. Tall, handsome, intelligent, a lover of skiing and business, and highly practical, and a tribesman.
We own this town, we won't be pushed around, we know we wear the crown, make room for the kings and queens.
Now this was no ordinary time, as a plague had fallen over the kingdom. Togetherness took on a new meaning, but I knew then and there that if they could weather that much enforced time together, that Jason must be the one. Now the king and queen were very happy about this indeed. Princess Kylie had always dreamed of her marriage in the southern land of Georgia, and lo and behold, the land of Savannah emerged. And around the kingdom there was much rejoicing among the vendors and purveyors of fine wedding apparel. And all I could think was, that is a lot of castles I'm gonna have to renovate.
Now the kingdom is ours as far as we can see. This ain't no fantasy, this is reality. And nobody can take away our power and authority. And it sure feels good. We own this town, we won't be pushed around, we know we wear the crown, make room for the kings and queens.
Walking down the street like we're in charge. Everybody seeing who we are. We're living it up, yeah.
The dream marriage for the kind and beautiful Princess Kylie and the wonderful Prince Jason has now come to be. And with hopes for plentiful and not too distant future princes and princesses, they live happily ever after.
To both of you, I wish a lifetime of happiness, love, friendship. You're a wonderful couple together. Jason's very lucky, and I'm very fortunate to now call you my sister.
Family is everything to the Kirsteins, and to be part of their family means that you will never be lonely. You will always be loved, well-fed, and have the most fiercely loyal group of protectors. Kylie, I love you. Jason, I'm so excited that you're part of the family. And everyone but me, raise a glass and toast to the happy couple. Congrats.
At this time, I would like to to take the time to introduce the reason we're all here for this evening. If you guys would help me welcome, for the first time to the tent, bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Jason Gus.
My heart's at peace when I'm in your arms. I'm lost when you're away, and I feel myself drift in the dark when you're not here today. And I need your touch or I'll fall apart. I'm lost when you're away.
Kylie is allergic to most food that humans eat. The issue arose early in their relationship, indeed on their aforementioned very first date. Kylie was about to gently broach the subject of her food allergies when Jason interrupted, recounting with laughter a horror of a date story that he had been on the previous week in which the girl didn't drink. Could Kylie imagine that? Kylie nervously sipped her water, vigorously nodding along while at the same time trying to think of a drink order that would impress this clear, heavy drinker. And so naturally, she ordered straight vodka. When he came back from his date later that night, Jason told me that he had a great time, but was also a little concerned that he might be dating a Russian mobster.
Kylie and Jason, we love you both very much and are so excited for your future together.
Cheers to the new couple. Congrats, Kylie and Jason Gus.
Thought I'd carry this feeling now that I've met you. The pull